Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video we're going to be carrying out a adjustment of the handbrake. The handbrake on BMWs are a little bit annoying. They operate on shoes inside the drum part of the rear disc. There's a couple of little things you need to be aware of in order to be able to do it correctly. So let's get it jacked up, get the wheel off and have a look at what we're going to be doing. Okay then, so what I've done as an example, so you can see what's going on inside the brake hub, is I've taken the disc off. This is the adjuster for the handbrake shoes. Now, as you can see, all it is a little wheel that you can flick backwards and forwards. And what you do, as you screw it in, you can see this part here is being pushed outwards. As that comes out, what happens is it pushes the shoes out against the spring. They basically rotate around these centers here and here. And what they do is as they go out, they push against the inside of the hub and obviously operate the handbrake. Now, what we'll do here right now is I'm going to back it all right off. Back it right off. As you can see, we're closing it up and the handbrake shoes are going to be at their minimal setting. Now, obviously this isn't necessary in the actual act of adjusting the handbrake. The disc will be on because it needs to be. What we're going to do is when we come to doing the adjustment, we're going to put the screwdriver through the bolt hole in the disc and the hub, and we're going to operate this wheel in just the manner that I was just doing just now, in order to push the shoes outwards. What we're going to do is we'll push the shoes out until we cannot physically turn the brake disc anymore, and then we'll back it off a couple of, probably 1 or 2 notches until we can. That should be where we need to be with the handbrake shoes on the actual wheel station. We'll come back to that in a second. Firstly, I need to show you what we need to do at the physical handbrake end. Okay then, before we can carry out an adjustment of the handbrake, first thing we need to do is set the tension, take the tension off the cables at the handbrake end. Now, what I've done is I've got the handbrake up and the gaiter out the way, and what we're looking at is this device here with a yellow spring on it in this end cap. Now, inside there's a small rod, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to compress this, and that small spring will pop open through this hole and retain this cap in position. But it's got to be done with the handbrake in the off position. Now, it does make it awkward, but if you've got something like this, or a long screwdriver would do it, all you need to do is get it on the end cap, give it a push, and as you can see, it's now being retained, and you can just about hopefully make out the little retainer holding it against the spring, and that's the position it needs to be in before we carry out the adjustment. So now what we need to do, go down to the rear wheel and start adjusting the handbrake. Okay then, what we need to do now is we need to align one of the bolt holes for the wheel over the adjustment wheel. Now, hopefully you can appreciate the reason why I showed you the mechanism for the handbrake without the disc on, because blatantly it's really hard to see. With a torch you can make out the wheel. I'm not certain whether this will even show on the video or not. However, I can make it out with my eye, but I don't think it's going to show on the video. However, what we're actually looking for is that little knurled wheel, and what we're going to do is we're going to turn it to push the brake pads back out against the inside of the hub. So what I'm going to do is get my screwdriver and just carry out this little just gently turn the wheel with my screwdriver. You'll feel it clicking over, and eventually we'll keep doing it. We'll keep doing it till such time as the disc doesn't move. It'll take a while because I did back it right off, right to its lowest setting. And there we go. Right, so we're at that position now. Now bear in mind that the handbrake is in the down position and the tension's off the cables, and that is solid now. What I now need to do is back it off a couple of turns, and there we go. That is backed off just enough so that it'll turn. So that is the handbrake adjusted on this side. All we need to do now is go back into the car. Okay then, so once you've carried out that action on both wheels, obviously not just one, you need to do it on both, all we need to do is come back in here and reset this by removing the spring, removing the little rod, pushing it over to one side, and this plate will come back forward under spring pressure, and then that is the handbrake adjusted. All we need to do now, pop the gator back down, and we're good to go. Happy days. Now hopefully you'll be able to follow this video and carry out the adjustment of your handbrake yourself. These BMW handbrakes have been they're renowned for not being particularly brilliant. I think the handbrakes that actually act on the caliper are better. However, you don't get them on BMWs generally. It's just one of those things. But as long as you know how to adjust it, you shouldn't go far wrong. So yeah, please feel free to like, subscribe and comment, and I'll see you all again for the next video from Kev's Shed. Thank you very much. Bye bye now.